Hey, everybody, OGG, Overt Go Green. How's it going? Coming at you in the arena today with another deck tech. Got a good one for you, I hope. Actually, this deck is not, little preface, this deck is not my idea. This is from Slay Anything, another YouTuber. Check out his channel, just, search up Slay Anything. Check out his decks, he has good content. Anyway, neither here nor there. 3 questions before we get to this deck, though. You like the cycling mechanic? Do you want to play a cycling deck that has 0 creature spells in it? And do you want to just still be able to make really humongous creatures? Man oh man, if you answered yes to all those questions, this deck is for you. So check this out. This is Serpentine Shark Cycling. And that is a mouthful. We got Crash Through, right? Crash Through, cost a red, 1 copy, right? Draw a card, cycle it, sorcery. We got 2 starting developments, cycles for 1. I almost never use its other ability, but you never know, maybe. Go for Blood. Another one that maybe you'll use. You do get big creatures in this deck, but it cycles for 1. Neutralize cycles for 2, but a lot of times I find myself using this for a counterspell. Memory Leak I almost never use, but I cycle it all the time for 1. Kazul's Fury. You make a ton of big creatures in this deck, so why not make a humongous creature to throw off Kazul's Cliff and smash a guy in the face. Serpentine Curve, here's a new card. Makes a fractal, right? This is where the Serpentine part of the deck comes in. It's a sorcery. You put +1/+1 counters on it, where X is 1 plus the total number of instant or sorcery cards you own in exile or in your graveyard. Keep in mind, everything in this deck's an instant or sorcery. So, yeah, this guy can make pretty big Serpentine. Serpent, fractal token. Storm's Wrath, this is our sweeper. A lot of times our creatures are bigger than 4 damage. Great card, and you can get it back with Experimental Overload. In fact, Experimental Overload, getting back any card in this deck is great. And it works fabulous. And it makes a dude, usually a pretty big dude. Gets back Zenith Flare, classic cycling card. Gets back Storm's Wrath, gets back Serpentine's Curve, gets back Neutralize. Very rarely you might need to get a Go for Blood or Startling Development, right? We got Frostveil Ambush, another one, right? That's what it cycles for 1. And then we got 4 Shark Typhoon, right? And so this is the Shark and Cycling part of the deck. It's great because this deck is all spells, so there's a huge payoff. Because nothing's a creature spell. So the mana is super all over the place because I'm a free-to-play player, so I don't have 4 ofs. And so I have 3 island, 1 mountain, 1 pathway here, and obviously if you could drop the Tranquil Coves and drop the temples to get more pathways, that's probably the way to go with this deck. But I tried to balance it out the best I could. 1 of each triome. They do cycle. They do cover my land. The 4 land. The only thing that has double blue that you really find yourself routinely casting is Neutralize. And the only thing with double red is Storm's Wrath. That's why there's so many more red and blue mana sources than anything else in this deck. But otherwise, like I said, the mana base is all over the place. But you work with what you got when you're a free-to-play player. So like I said, the deck idea here is to cycle away what we need to cycle away, draw cards, stack up a big Serpentine Curve, a big Experimental Overload, a big Zenith Flare. And if those don't work, to top-end it with Shark Typhoon to either make a blocker if we have to have one for blue 1 X cycling, or to just stick a Shark Typhoon, and then everything we cast is just nuts. So, like I said earlier, this was on a YouTube channel. I found this deck on a YouTube channel called Slay Anything. His mana base is much better than mine. He had the cards to make it work a little more solidly than mine, but this is the deck as is. I'd love to hear any comments or suggestions or what you think of this creatureless cycling deck. Yeah, if like I said, if you like the content, appreciate the thumbs up, appreciate a sub. Otherwise, you guys know this is OGG. Out.